What's up guys, Clay with 505 Motorsports. Today we're going to talk about salvage titles. Truck behind me, salvage title. So we're going to talk about what that means to you as a buyer and what the implications of buying a truck with a salvage title are. So if you dig cars like I do, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos. So being a dealer, I want to tell you my experience in buying a truck with a salvage title. This is Little Gray. So Little Gray was named by my daughter. This is a 2012 Chevy Colorado. When I bought Little Gray, it had 14,000 miles. I bought Gray in 2014, going across an auction block, and I'm thinking, why is this truck so cheap? I raised my hand, I bought the truck. Well, little did I know, this truck has a salvage title. As a dealer, I make it a point to not sell cars with salvage title. There's a reason for that. If I sell a car that has a salvage title, you get in an accident, maybe the airbags didn't deploy, maybe the frame crumples, maybe somebody dies in that accident because of shoddy work putting a salvage title truck back together. That has implications upon me as a business. I don't need a lawyer knocking on my door saying, hey, you sold a salvage title to somebody, you didn't know what was going on with it, but it's your responsibility as a dealer. So my story continues. I bought the truck, I bought it not knowing it was a salvage title, found out it was a salvage title. This truck looks immaculate. I mean, the paint is perfect. There's hardly any signs of any accidents reported on this truck. Well, I get back to my office, we pull a Carfax. The car had been involved in an accident, or the truck in an accident in 2013. I went ahead and kept it. Here we are, 6-7 years later, I've had this truck. We've got 34,000 miles on it. This is my daily driver. So everybody asks, out of 100 cars you carry on your lot, the super cool classics, the muscle cars, the trucks, everything that I could drive, why do I drive a 2012 Chevy Colorado, no power windows, no power locks, it's just simple rubber flooring? Because it's simple. I'm a simple guy. I don't need all that fancy stuff in my life to be happy. So the best truck ever, I can take it anywhere, I put a cover on it, nobody knows it's a salvage title except for me. I have no intentions of selling the truck, so what does really it mean to have a salvage title? Really it means there's a lot of things you need to consider if you're gonna go and buy a salvage title vehicle that you know is a salvage. So insurance companies, most insurance companies will not insure a salvage vehicle for full value. So 50% is about what you could expect to have your vehicle insured for. So that means liability insurance, you're not looking at full coverage. Let's talk about financing. Most banks will not finance retail value if they'll even finance it at all. You may find a couple banks out there that'll finance it at a wholesale price point, but I don't think you're going to find any banks that will do a full retail value. Why? Because if you went default on your loan, or if the truck was to get into another accident, the bank is not going to recoup full retail value out of the salvage a second time. It's already been depreciated out. So don't expect to get full financing, if any. Don't expect to get full coverage insurance, if any. Is there still a lot of good use in a salvage titled vehicle? Absolutely. But you want to make sure what caused that salvage. Was it in an accident? Was it in a flood? There are countless reasons why vehicles get salvage titles. You know, there's hurricanes all down in the south, Louisiana, Texas, even New Jersey a while back had a major flooding hurricane. Thousands upon thousands of cars were flooded. What does that mean? That means you probably have a lot of future rust issues. You're going to have wiring issues, electrical issues. Those vehicles were not just scrapped and crushed. The insurance companies wrote customers checks for a salvaged vehicle. Well, somebody bought those salvage vehicle, they went out, refurbished them, put them on the market to where they have salvage titles. So you want to make sure that when you're buying a vehicle, you know the difference between what salvage is and what it isn't. This could be something as simple as the vehicle hit a deer. Well, if it costs so much money, they were going to salvage it out to repair it. Doesn't mean it did any damage to the drivetrain, engine, transmission, anything along those lines. So make sure you know what's going on when you buy a salvage title vehicle.